elaborate on even irrational numbers, right? So let me just ask a few questions to some of you. Let's see whether you guys have understood the concept. Fine. So let's see, how are we going to rationalize this? How are we going to rationalize the denominator of 1 by root 7 minus root, okay, not root 7, let's say root 8 minus root 7. Munir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we have to rationalize the denominator of this. How do we do it? We've done it in the previous class.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, we should write multiplied by root 8 plus root 7.
Okay, so I should multiply only over here, or should I multiply in the denominator also?
Ma'am, in denominator also.
As well. Okay. Then all of you please solve this and tell me the final answer. Munir, what will be in the numerator?
Mom, I got it.
Okay, Preshita, you can type it in the chat box. Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
Munir, what will be in the numerator?
1 minute, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, okay, that's correct, Preshita and Avni. Okay, that's correct. Chapter number 8. Yes, Preshita, that's correct. Okay, I'm giving a question. Try solving this. We will discuss it, okay? Okay, so these are questions that have previously come in the board of CBSE. In the sense that it has been given by the board. The board gives some sample papers. Like, you guys don't have board exams in 9th grade, but there are certain sample papers that are given by the CBSE. So these questions have come in those sample papers. So you have to okay, simplify. Munir, you do the first question and tell me, okay? Those of you who are done with the first one, you will then do the second one. Munir, first one. Yes, what have you gotten? Yes, bache, Munir?
Yes, ma'am. We have to write.
What will be there in the numerator now?
Ma'am, there will be 1 multiplied by the root 7 plus root 5. I mean,
Root 7 and root 5? We're not talking about 7 and 5. We're talking about 8 and 7. Which question are you
ma'am,
on?
root 8 plus root 5.
Root 8 plus?
Root 7.
Root 7. And then denominator?
1 multiplied by root 8.
But see, 1 multiplied by anything is the number itself, right? So we don't have to write 1 over there. It's obvious. That 1 multiplied by this thing will be this thing only. So you don't have to write 1. Yeah. Then
by root 8 square
root 8 square.
plus root 7 square.
But it will be minus root 7 square. Please recall the identity that we have. A minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay. Here your a is root 8. Okay. And your b is root 7. So kindly recall this. Then what happens, Munir?
Then is equal to the root 8 plus root 7 by 8 minus 7.
8 minus 7. And what is 8 minus 7?
8 minus 7 is 1.
1. So what is the final answer?
1.
Anything divided by 1 is what? What is 5 divided by 1?
5.
5 itself, right? So instead of writing this, I can simply write it as root 8 plus root 7, right, Munir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This is the final answer.
The simplify one, the first one, I'm a bit confused.
You're a bit
Mom, I have
confused.
done the
Okay.
first one.
You're done. So,
For simplify.
Prishita, do the second one now. Okay. Acha,
Okay, ma'am.
Abdul Jabbar, please unmute.
Ma'am, I just
And
need one hint. Like,
For
is
what?
the final answer a whole rational number or is it an irrational number?
final answer of the first one or the second one?
Ma'am, the first simplify.
The first simplify. The final answer. Wait, let me check the final answer of this. It is a rational number. It is a
Okay, ma'am.
fraction in the form of a fraction.
Yeah.
It is a
Yes.
rational number. Okay. Please
Okay.
write it in
Yes,
the chat box, Prishita, and I'll let you know if that's correct or you have to do some checking. Fine. Write your answer in the chat box. Abdul Jabbar. Yeah, that's correct, Prishita. Abdul Jabbar.
Okay,
Let's
ma'am.
try to do the first one. Okay. Abdul Jabbar, please unmute. There, not there. Okay, Avni, fine. Avni, we will try to do the first one. Yes, where are you getting confused?
I sent you the answer, is that correct?
Acha. Let me just check. Mhm. See, Avni, whatever answer you're getting, you are supposed to rationalize the denominator. The answer that you have written over here, the denominator is
Yeah.
still irrational, right?
Yes.
So we have to rationalize it. So first, let's try doing. Okay, Avni, you do one thing. You rationalize the denominator of your answer. Till then, we will. Let's see who else is there in the class. Abdul Jabbar, unmute quickly. We don't have so much time. Okay, fine. Who else then? Chalo. 4 plus root 5 by 4 minus root 5 plus 4 minus root 5 by 4 plus root 5. Preshita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how have you done this? Tell me step by step.
Ma'am, first I rationalized both of these fractions.
Okay. So the first one, when you rationalize it, what will it become? 4 plus root 5?
Ma'am, 4 plus root 5 whole square
whole square.
by 16 minus 5 plus
Okay.
4 minus root 5 whole square by 16 minus 5.
Right. So 4 minus root 5. And then you're multiplying this
Yes.
with 4 plus, sorry, minus root 5 by 4 minus root 5. So over here, this thing becomes 4 plus root 5, 4 plus root 5 whole square,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 plus root 5 whole square by, now it will become 4 square minus root 5 square. So I will just
Yes.
write
Which
it
is
like that,
16 minus 5.
which is 16 minus 5. And then again over here also, you will have the same
Yeah, the
thing
same
in the
thing.
denominator.
Yeah.
In the numerator, you will have this.
4 minus root 5 whole square.
Okay. Abdul Jabbar, is it clear till here?
Ma'am, then it will be 4 minus 5, right?
It will be 16 minus 5 because over here we
Yeah.
have 4 square. Yeah.
Yes.
So the
So
denominator of both of these things, we can take that because see, the denominator is common here. This
yes.
is also 4 square minus root 5 square. This is also that. So
Hmm.
now what is 4 square? It is 16.
16
What is root
minus
5
5.
square? It is 5.
5. Yeah.
So now, yes, Preshita, numerator.
So then, ma'am, we get 4 square plus root 5 square plus 2 into 4 into root 5.
Yes. So we will first solve the numerator separately. So
Yes.
4 square plus root 5 square plus 2
2
into
into
4 into
4
root
into
5.
root 5.
Over here, what we have done is we have applied that identity
A,
a plus
yeah.
b whole square.
Yes.
Okay, then next one, Preshita.
Then, ma'am, 4 square plus root 5 square minus 2 into 4 into root 5.
Minus 2 into 4 into root
Yeah.
5.
A minus B whole square identity.
A minus b whole square. Okay. Then what do we have?
Then, ma'am, after all of the calculations, I get 16 plus 5 plus
Yes.
8 root 5.
So this one is plus 8 root 5. And over
Yes.
here we have
And the second one is
16
minus 8
plus
root
5
5.
minus 8 root 5. So these two get
Yes.
cancelled.
Cancelled. And then we are left with 42 by 11.
What is there in the denominator? 11. Okay.
Yes.
So we have 16 plus 16 is 32 plus 10 is 42. So this is
Yes.
42 by 11. So
Yeah.
Avni, is your doubt cleared where you made a mistake? You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Munir, is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
If you are getting confused at any point or if you're having any doubt, just ask him, ma'am, how did we do this? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
If you want, you can ask on chat as well. You can directly message me on the chat and you can ask. Okay.
Okay.
The last one. Has anyone solved this?
1 second.
Okay.
Ma'am, 144 is the square of 12, right?
Yes. Avni, done?
No, ma'am, I'm still doing.
Okay. Munir, have you done this one? The
Second
previous
one,
one?
ma'am. Yeah, yes,
The
ma'am.
first one. Have you done this one? 42 by 11.
Yes.
Okay. Riyaz,
Yes, ma'am.
have you done this?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, please complete it quickly.
Done, ma'am.
Done?
I'm done.
Okay. All right. Abdul Jabbar,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
unmute. Yeah. Abdul Jabbar, now help us do this question, okay? It's okay even if you go wrong somewhere. This is not a test. It isn't an exam. So you're not being graded for your answers. Just whatever you think is the right thing, tell us. And then if you're going wrong anywhere, then I will correct you, okay? So what should we do first, Abdul Jabbar? Yes. What should we multiply it with first? Okay, if you want, you can take a hint from the others.
I'm gonna try to solve it myself.
Yeah, sure. Try to solve it yourself. Okay, let me give you a hint. You have to
Ma'am, just
multiply
one
it with,
second. I'm just solving this.
okay, you have to
Almost there.
multiply it with whatever is in the denominator, but if there is a plus over here, then multiply it with minus. If there is a minus here, then multiply it with plus. What does that mean? If this, since this is plus, so we are going to just multiply both above and below by the same thing which is there in the denominator, except for one small change, and that is over here, since we have plus, so here we're going to put minus and minus. If it was a minus, then we would have written plus over here, just the opposite sign. Okay, like if you can take a look at this as well. Here we had a minus, so we multiplied it with something which had a plus. And here we had a plus in the denominator, so we multiplied it with something which had a minus. So you have to just look at the denominator and multiply accordingly.
Ma'am, I got the answer. I'll just send in the chat box. Please check.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Hmm. No, that you have to check. Just, just you have to check a few things in that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. We'll check your answer.
So, ma'am, do I have to is the whole answer in a rational number or an irrational
It is,
number?
and there is an irrational number there in the answer, but yeah, the whole number is not rational. There is some irrational part also there.
Okay, so only one irrational number.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Avni, done?
No, ma'am, I'm still doing.
Okay. Riyaz, are you trying this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, till where have you reached? Okay, Riyaz, tell me, after this step, what will it become? What will we have after this step? Yes, Riyaz. Acha, Munir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, shall we continue from here? Tell me what will happen in the numerator.
Ma'am, it will be
Hmm. It will be?
one.
Ma'am, will it be 7 into 5? Something like that?
Type your answer in the
Ma'am,
chat box. Yes,
No,
Munir.
ma'am. The first step.
ma'am,
The first step. Okay, the first step. See, the first step, ha, Munir? Tell us.
7 root 5 minus 5 root
Root
2.
5. Bache, there's no, this is not 5, this is
Root
3.
3.
Ha.
7 root 3 minus 5 root 2
See,
multiplied
first
by
of all, yeah, multiplied by
root 48 minus root 18.
18. Okay, so instead of that, I'm just going to write it like this. I'm going to write 7 root 3 into root 48 minus root 18. Acha, one thing we're going to do is, let me help you out with the calculations a bit. See, 48, you can write this as 12 into 4. 12, you can write this as 3 into 2 into 2, or 3 into 4, right? And 4, you can write this as 2 into 2. So basically, 48 can be written as 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So root 48 can be written as 3 into 5 times 2. So now we start making the pairs. This is one pair. This is one pair. So we have made how many pairs of 2?
2.
2 pairs of 2. So the first pair wala 2 comes out, and then the second pair wala 2 comes out. And what are we left with inside
3
the
and 2.
bracket? Sorry, inside the root?
3 and 2.
3 and 2. And what is 3 multiplied by 2?
6.
6, right? So we are left with root 6. So this is what 2 into 2 root 6 means. What is 2 into 2?
4 root 6.
Very good. So we have 4 root 6. So basically, if you write root 48 as 4 root 6, it will be a lot easier for you. Okay. So we are going to write 7 root 3 into 4 root 6 minus this root 18. But what is root 18? Let's do the same operation on root 18 as well. Tell me how can you simplify root 18? Who will tell me? 18 can be written as?
2 into 9.
Very good. 2 into 9. And 9 can
2,
be written as?
2 into 3 into 3.
Very good. So 18, root 18 can be written as root 2 into 3 into 3. So what pairs can you make here?
9 root 2.
Not 9 root 2. 3 is a pair, right?
Yes.
So we just take 3 out just once. Because here there's 2 3 inside the root. So just 1 3 will come outside. They will get clubbed together when they try to come outside the root. Understand? Yes, Avni?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's going to become 3 root 2. So root 18 can be written as 3 root 2. So I'm just going to mark this. Root 18 is 3 root 2. So root 18, instead of that, I'm going to write 3 root 2. Now we did what? We did 7 root 3 multiplied by this. Now we are going to do the same thing, but 5 root 2 multiplied by this. Okay, because that's how we open the bracket now. So minus 5 root 2 multiplied by 4 root 6 minus 3 root 2. Please don't get confused. How did this 4 root 6 come? This 4 root 6 is nothing but root 48. And your 3 root 2 is nothing but root 18. We just simplified it. And then in the denominator, yes. Munir, what will we have in the denominator?
48 minus 18.
Very good. 48 minus 18.
30.
Okay. That is 30. Okay. So in the next step, I will write 30. 30. Now, let's do one by one. This multiplied by this, and that becomes, first multiply whatever is outside the bracket. What is outside the bracket? Sorry, outside the root. 7 root 3, we have 7 root 3 multiplied by 4 root 6. So you have to first do 7 into 4. What is 7 into 4?
24.
28.
Oh, yeah.
And then you do root this into this. So there's a root outside. So we do 28 root. What does that become? What is inside the root? 3 into 6?
18.
18. Other students are also requested to participate, especially those who haven't been participating much. Munir, Abdul Jabbar, Riaz, these are very simple questions. Na? You know how to do multiplication. So please, you all have to also unmute yourselves and answer the questions that the teacher is asking. So then this becomes the first thing. It becomes 28 root 18. Now let's do 7 root 3 multiplied by this one, 3 root 2. Abdul Jabbar. Abdul Jabbar, unmute. Yes, Avni.
Yes, ma'am.
Abdul Jabbar.
Yes, ma'am.
What is this? What will this become? 7 root 3 multiplied by 3 root 2. Yes, Avni, you can say your answer.
First we'll do 7 into 3.
That is
7 into 3 is 24.
21.
Yeah, 21. And then we'll do root 3 into 2.
And that is
6.
6. So this becomes 21 root 6. Okay. Done. So now let's move on to the other bracket. 5 root 2 multiplied by 4 root 6. First, we will put the minus sign. 5 root 2 multiplied by 4 root 6.
20 root 12.
Very good. 20 root 12. Then, now the next thing, please be very careful when there are two minus signs. So minus sign outside the bracket also and minus sign inside also. So we do minus minus becomes plus. So then we write here plus. What do we have here? We have 5 root 2 multiplied by 3 root 2.
15 root 6. 15 root 4.
15 root 4. Right now, I'm just going to write root 4 as it is. We will simplify later, okay? And the denominator we already solved. It was 30. Acha, now one thing. Root 18 can be written as, we just now saw, root 18 can be written as,
2 into 3 into 3.
root 18 we have already found it. You don't have to do the calculation all over again. We have already written it as
3
3
root
root 2. So 28 into root 18 is what? 3 root 2, na? So
Yes.
3 root 2. Now minus. Priyashita, are you done with this question?
No, ma'am, I got stuck. Like I
Acha.
don't know what to do next. So
Okay,
yeah,
no
I'm
problem.
just
So
doing the steps.
okay, no problem. You do this question. Once you're done, just type in the chat box. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Now, yes, Munir.
in the factorization of 48,
Yes,
you have 3 into 2 into 2 into 2, 5 times. 2 5
yes.
times.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. 2 is supposed to be
Times.
4 times. Thank you so much for pointing that out. 2 is supposed to be 4 times. So this will be just root 3 over here. Okay. So very good for pointing that out. It's going to be 4 root 3. Okay. So wherever we have written it, let's make the changes. So 4 root 3. So 3 into 3 is root 9. Now here 4 root 3. 2 into 3 is root 6. And okay, that's all the changes that we have to make. Okay. Now 28 into root 9 is how much?
3 into 3.
Basically root 9 is 3, right? We know that root 9 is 3. And why is it like this? Because root 9 can be written as root 3 into 3. So that is why one of the 3 comes out. So it becomes 3 root 1, which is basically 3. Okay, both the 3's, when they come out of the root, they come out as just 1 3. So that is how we get this thing. So root 9 is basically 3. We know that. So root 9 is 3. Now minus 21 root 6. This we can't do anything about. Acha. This we have this. Just a minute. We have minus 21 root 6 minus 20 root 6.
We can
So if you have something like minus 21x minus 20x, how are you going to solve this?
add them together.
Yes, so it becomes what?
Minus 31. No, minus
41.
41.
You see, in case some of you are having confusion in adding and subtracting integers, just remember one thing, okay? And Riaz, Munir, Abdul Jabbar, please pay attention here. When you have any two numbers, if they are of the same sign, then you add them, no matter if that sign is plus or minus. If you have opposite sign, then you subtract them. And in both the cases, you put the sign of the bigger number. In this case, both of them have the same sign, so the sign will be the same. But in the case where both of them have opposite signs, you will put the sign of the number which is greater. Okay, sign of greater number. What does this mean? For example, okay, Avni, can you give an example of a number of two numbers which have same sign and we are adding them?
minus 6 minus 4.
Minus 6 minus 4. Both of them have the same sign. So we will add them. So after adding, it
Minus
becomes,
10.
yeah. So when you add 6 and 4, you get 10. Now you have to put the sign of the same sign basically. So you put minus 10. Okay. Similarly, if you have same sign which is plus, like 2 plus 2 plus 3, you add them, it becomes 5, and you put the sign of both the numbers, which is 5. Okay. Then we have opposite signs. Avni, can you give an example of two numbers which have opposite signs?
Minus 2 plus 3.
Minus 2 plus 3. So what you do here is you subtract both of them. So you do 3 minus 2, which is 1. The sign of the greater number, you have to put the sign of the greater number, which is positive. The greater number is 3 and the sign of 3 is plus, so you put plus. This is how you get plus 1. Similarly, if you have minus 7 plus 4, what is 7 minus 4? It is 3 and the greater number is 7. So here you put the sign of 7, which is minus. So this is just something that I thought it's important to convey just in case some of you might be having confusion in this. So this thing now it becomes what? This one?
Minus 41 root 6 square.
Minus 41, not
Root.
square, bache. Okay, you talk about this. If there's x, if there's minus 21x minus 20x, they are not being multiplied. Am I saying minus 21x multiplied by minus 20x?
No.
No, they are being added, right? So how will the x's be multiplied with each other? They won't. So this is, you are going to just write minus 41x, isn't it?
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
when we have 2x plus 3x, do we write 5x square or do we write 5x?
5x.
5x, right? So this is going to be minus 41x. Is this clear to everyone? Till here?
Ma'am.
So instead of x, we just have root 6. So instead of x, you put root 6. Okay, so this is going to become minus 41 root 6. Okay, so that's done. Now plus 15 into, what is root 4?
2.
2, very good. So 15 into root 4, which is 2. Just a minute. Now denominator is what?
30.
30. Okay, now numerator. What is 28 into 3? Calculate it.
84.
Okay. Now this 41 root 6 I am putting over here because it is an irrational number. Let's first deal with the rational numbers, okay? The ones that don't have any root in them. Let's first deal with those numbers. So what is 15 into 2?
30.
Okay. So we are left with this. Now we will first deal with this. 84 plus 30 is?
120.
Bache,
No.
84 plus 30. Not 36. 30.
$111. Yeah.
Hmm.
114.
minus 41 root 6 by 30. This is going to be your final answer. Okay, please take a look at the steps. If there is any confusion, feel free to ask.
Done.
Done. Fine. Let's do one last question. Okay, everyone done? Shall we move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Munir,
Ma'am,
did you say yes or did you say no? I couldn't hear you.
ma'am, yes, I have done.
Okay, good. Abdul Jabbar, done. No response. Okay, let's move forward. I'm giving you two questions. One of them is your homework. Now you guys will decide which one you want for homework and which one you want to do here. So we did 3 questions till now, right? So this is our 4th one.
Do we have extra class today?
Yes, yes. We have extra class on each of the TTS days, okay? Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Is that okay, Avni?
Mm.
If x is equal to 5 minus root 21 by 2, find the value of okay, wait, don't write this. Wait a minute. All right, let's just do this. Find the value of x plus 1 by x and tell us whether it is rational or irrational.
Okay.
I think you can just write that's it. And one more. If a is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2, find the value of a square minus 1 by a square. And then the last one.
Ma'am, we can,
Yes.
yeah, we can do the 5th one in the class and the 4th one. The 6th one we can take as homework.
Just a minute. Let me write the 6th one. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, okay. If 7 plus 3 root 5 by 7 minus 3 root 5, sorry, by 3 plus root 5 is plus 7 minus 3 root 5 by 3 minus root 5 is equal to a plus root 5 into b. Find the values of a and b. This type of questions come very often. Yeah. Which question do you want to do in the class, and which two can you take as homework?
The fifth one.
You want to do the fifth one in the class?
Yeah.
Okay. So fine. This one is homework and this one is homework. And it's okay if you're not able to do it. I just want each and every one of you, Munir, Abdul Jabbar, Riaz also. And I take your names especially because you guys, I have no idea whether you're listening or you're not listening. That's why I have to keep calling out your names. So you have to try these. Even if you don't get the right answer, it's totally fine. You have to at least try them, because if you don't try, you don't know what all you are capable of. Okay, so just try it. So let's do the fifth one in class. So it's given to us that a is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2. We have to find the value of a square minus 1 by a square. Okay, so do we know any identities? We know that, see, there are two things. There's another type of question that comes. If it is asked to find a square plus 1 by a square, then what will you do? And if it is asked to find a square minus 1 by a square, then what will you do? See, the main concept here is you have to use the identities. See, if you have x plus, or let's say if you have x, forget about x, a minus 1 by a multiplied by a plus 1 by a. What is this? Think of 1 by a as b. So this is a, this is b, then this is again a, and this is b. A minus b, a plus b. What is this? What does this give us? Yes, a minus b into a plus b. What does it give us?
A plus. Yeah. 1 minute.
a square minus 1 by a square whole
Yes.
square.
So this is an identity. Let me write which identity we are using here. We are using a minus b into a plus b gives us a square minus b square. So this identity we are going to use here. So we need a square minus 1 by a square, right? That is why we are using this identity. So this becomes a square minus 1 by a whole square. Is this correct?
Ma'am.
1 by a whole square
Yes,
basically
ma'am.
means 1 square by a square, right? And 1 square is 1. So I'm just going to write 1 by a square. So we need the value of a square minus 1 by a square. And I can do that by finding this a minus 1 by a. Okay. So what we are going to do is, first we are going to find 1 by a. What is 1 by a? 1 by 3 minus 2 root 2. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Acha, one more thing, I request all of you that when you're studying, please mute all the other distractions that you might have. Okay. So this is going to be 1 by a, 1 by 3 minus 2 root 2. So can we rationalize this? We know how to rationalize the denominator, right? Can we do this?
Yes.
Yeah. Acha, just a minute. Before we proceed, I would also like to tell you that what if they were asking you to find the value of a square plus 1 by a square. In this case, you have to see that a plus 1 by a whole square, this can be written as what? A square plus 1 by a square plus 2 into 1 by, sorry, 2 into a into 1 by a, right? Any confusion in this? Yes, any confusion in this?
No, ma'am.
We are using that formula,
ma'am.
a square plus b square plus 2ab. So here, this and this get cancelled and gives us plus 2. So we will do such questions later. Let's just focus on this one right now. Okay, so this is 1 by a. Now we need to find a minus 1 by a. And then a plus 1 by a. So first let's rationalize the denominator of this. What do we do? Yes?
One, yeah. So
What
the
does it become?
numerator will be 3 plus 2 root 2,
Yes.
and the denominator will be 3, yeah,
3 square.
3 square
Hmm.
minus 2 square.
3 square minus 2 root 2 whole square.
Yes.
This is fine for everyone.
3, yes, ma'am.
Now numerator we will write as it is. Let me just do one thing. You guys continue. Yes.
Ma'am, then
Divided
will
by.
it be 5 root 2?
No, no, no. Why will it be 5 root 2? See, if it was 3 plus 2 bracket root 2, then that means it is 5 root 2. Okay. Or in other words, if it is 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2, then this means it is 5 root 2. But 3 is, okay, let me give you another example, Avni. If you have 3 plus 4x, does it mean it is 7x?
No.
No, right? Because this is basically 4x plus 3 and this is very different. If you have 3x plus 4x, then that will become 7x. So here we have, now what is the denominator? 3 square is 9 minus 2 root 2 whole square. What does this mean? It means the square is there on the 2 also and on the root 2 also. This is 2 square into root 2 square. So now 2 square is 4 multiplied by root 2
2.
square is 2. So this is 4 2s are 8. 9 minus 8. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So this becomes 3 plus 2 root 2 by, what is 9 minus 8?
1. Ma'am, your voice we can't hear.
So we have found our 1 by a. So we can easily find this bracket. We can easily find this.
For just like 2
A
minutes you
minus
would
1 by
explain.
a plus 1 by a. So we actually, what we needed to find was a square minus 1 by a square. So we will write it like this. So this is the way of writing the answer. Okay. We first found this. We first found what is 1 by a. Okay. We first found what is 1 by a. Then we are going to write now a square minus 1 by a square, which we need to find. This is equal to a plus 1 by a multiplied by a minus 1 by a. Then are you understanding everything? Acha, Zen left. Is equal to a is what? Look at the question. What is A? Yes?
3 minus 2 root 2.
Why am I not able to hear you guys? Okay, fine. Avni, can you please try saying something because I can't hear you?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm not able to hear you. Something might be wrong on my end. 3 minus 2 root 2. Let me start. This is our A plus, what is 1 by A? I'm not able to hear you guys. Acha, we can hear you though. Okay. Um, well, let's see. So 1 by A is this 3 plus 2 root. Okay. So this is our 1 by A. Then this is being multiplied with A minus 1 by A. So A is again 3 minus 2 root 2 multiplied, sorry, minus. Now, since there is a minus sign, we will make our 1 by A safe by putting a bracket around it because there's a minus sign outside. So we have to safeguard it against that minus sign. So 3 plus 2 root 2. So this is our 1 by A. Now we just need to simplify. Minus 2 root 2 and plus 2 root 2 here get cancelled. So this becomes 3 plus 3 is 6 multiplied by, now we need to just open this smaller bracket over here. Okay. So this becomes 3 minus 2 root 2 minus, now when we open the bracket, everything inside the bracket gets affected due to the minus sign. So this becomes minus 3 minus 2 root 2. Please be careful about this. A lot of students tend to make this silly mistake in a hurry. This is minus 2 root 2. Okay. So this 3 minus 3, 0. And this is minus 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2. So that will not be cancelled. So here we have minus 2 root 2 multiplied by minus 2 root 2. How much does that become? I can't hear you guys, but okay. Minus 4 root 2, right? Because it's minus 2 and minus 2 are getting added. So it's minus 4 root. So this becomes 6 multiplied by minus 4 is minus 24 root 2. Let me just check if this answer is fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. This is the answer. Kindly enclose it in a box. Done. Shall we move on? Please write it in the chat box. Because I can't hear you. Acha, okay. Fine, Avni, thank you. Acha, Okay, let's do one more question. And these two, please note down your homework questions, okay? After that, we'll do one more question. Okay. If anyone wants me to go back to the previous question, please type it in the chat box. Let's do one more question. If x equals mm, 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 just a sec. Okay. If x can be written as if x is 5 plus 2 root 2, sorry, 2 root 6, then find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. Please write this question. Done? Shall we proceed with the answer? Acha, acha. Let me know when you're done. Done? Avni, which answer? The answer that you've given me, that's for this, the new question, the 7th question. See, we're going to try to do this question, okay? So if this is x, first let's find 1 by x. 1 by x will be how much? 1 by 5 plus 2 root 6. So this becomes, we multiply 1 by 5 plus 2 root 6. above and below by which number? This is kind of very disturbing for me that I'm not able to hear you guys, because a classroom is supposed to be a two-way conversation. I'm not supposed to hear you. Let me try to fix it somehow. Okay, Preshita, can you please try speaking? Can you let me see if I'm
Yes,
able to
ma'am.
hear someone
Hello.
at least. No, I'm not able to hear you. Okay, let me leave and join.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now can someone speak something? Yes?
Hello.
Anyone? Yeah, okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
I can hear you now. Right.
And my laptop shut down. That's why it automatically left.
Acha, no problem. We didn't do much anyway. So yeah. So now what do we have to do? Yes, has anyone found this? Has anyone found the denominator of this? Videos, students, videos. What is the denominator going to be? Acha, wait. What is the denominator going to be? Has anyone found it or not?
No, ma'am.
Acha, okay. Acha, who will tell me? Come on. Let's do it together. Denominator will be
5 minus
5 square minus
2. Yeah, 2 root 6 whole square.
whole square. Very good. Acha, now in our rough column, we are going to always draw a rough column, and we are going to write 2 root 6 whole square is going to be how much? 2 square
2,
into
6.
yeah. So that's going to be 4 into
6.
and that's going to be
12.
4 6 are
Oh yeah, 24.
24. So this is in our rough column.
So 25 minus 24.
Yes. So we are going to write that in our next step, 25 minus 24. But right now, what is the numerator going to be?
25.
Numerator, bache,
One.
numerator.
Numerator, it will be 5 minus 2 root 6.
Very good. Okay, thank you. And so finally, this will be 5 minus 2 root 6 by 1. Oh, sorry, 24 by 1, which is basically 5 minus 2 root 6. Now, we have x, we have 1 by x. 1 by x is equal to 5 minus 2 root 6. I'm going to put it in a box so that I don't forget what my 1 by x was. Now we have to find x square plus 1 by x square. Acha, see, the thing is, when you have, when I was trying to explain this thing to you, a square plus 1 by a square, So what we are going to do is we need x square plus 1 by x square, right? But we know that if I have x plus 1 by x whole square, this becomes x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. Where does this 2 come from? Because it is 2 into x into 1 by x, right? This is basically a plus b whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. My a is x and b is 1 by x. So a into b is x into 1 by x. Now this x and x get cancelled. That is why I am left with just 2. So you see, I am getting an extra term over here. So I'll need to subtract it. Okay. So what we need to do first is, let's find x plus 1 by x whole square. This is going to be, just a minute. Yeah, just find them, okay? Do x over here, 1 by x over here, add them, find whole square. So just find x plus 1 by x whole square and tell me. I'm coming.
Whole square means the whole equation has square, right?
Okay, so what is the value of x plus 1 by x whole square?
Is it 49?
Is it 49? Let's see. Where did my pen go? So x is 5 plus 2 root 6 plus 1 by x is 5 minus 2 root 6. So this thing whole square, it's going to be 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 square is what, Avni? 100, right?
Yes.
5 plus 2 root 6. Did you get where you made a mistake, Avni?
Yes, ma'am.
Acha, where did you make a mistake? Tell me.
I was simplifying it, I think.
Acha, okay. So you understood now how to do this now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So everyone understood how is it 100?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am.
good. Okay, thank you, Munir. Now we have found this. Now, also, what is x plus 1 by x whole square? Let's expand it, okay? This means x plus 1 by x is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x. This is equal to 100. How? Because x plus 1 by x whole square is 100. And we have just found that x plus 1 by x is this. We have just opened the bracket. We have just expanded it. Okay. That's all we have done. So basically that means x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 is 100. So that means x square plus 1 by x square is equal to how much?
100. Yeah.
Yes, we subtract 2 on both sides, na? So this becomes how much? RHS becomes how much? This is the final answer. Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Acha, okay. Please note it down. This type of question most probably will come in your exam. This type of question. You will find either this type of question, the seventh one, or you will find this type of question, the sixth one. Okay. So are we done? As everyone has completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubts, anyone?
Ma'am.
Okay. So that's it for today's class.